boss family and friends and members and all those who see this video. This is just a quick tutorial video from Coach Brazil here that I wanted to share with you guys, because hopefully you've already watched my video where I show you how you can make these frames right here with using Word and or Photopea and out of any shape or any design that you have created yourself. Well, I also want to show you guys in this video how you can go ahead and turn your text into transparent fonts that you can go ahead and embed any type of image that you would like into it. So let me show you how to do that right here on Canva without going to Word or Photopea, and it only takes you a few quick seconds. So let's get right into it, y'all. So this is what we're going to do first. Again, this is all about us making our font into a transparent space so that we can insert or embed images into it. All right. So what you're first going to do is you're going to go to your elements here. Then you'll go to your shapes. I recommend that you grab the square shape. Why? Because you want to be able to use all of these corners and sides to go ahead and stretch this out. I'm going to stretch this out into a rectangular shape. Okay. Here we go here. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. But before we go further, I do want to tell you guys about something else that you can do with these shapes really quick. This is not what this is going to be about, but I just want to show you this. And in another tutorial, I'm going to show you what fun things you can do with this. But if you didn't know, in these particular shapes on Canva, these element shapes, all of them are text ready. Meaning if you click into them, you'll get this cursor you see right here. That cursor, you can automatically type whatever word you want to put in there, and you can go in and change the font as well with any of your fonts that you have or that Canva supplies for you on here, whether it's free or the pro. You can definitely do that in here, and once you do that, this particular shape and text will move together. And like I said, it's some other fun things I'm going to show you guys that you could do with it that's really, really dope. But that's not what we're going to do in this video. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that these shapes are text ready to utilize, where you don't have to go to the text field and add a text. You can type right directly into them, okay? But that's not how we're going to use this today. What I'm going to show you how we're going to use this is how we're going to take our fonts that you either upload or that Canva supplies you, and we're going to turn them into transparent spaces to embed images. So hopefully you also watch my other video where I show you how to upload your fonts onto Canva. And if you don't know, Canva will hold up to 500 custom fonts that you can upload yourself. You can go to font.com or fonts for Canva, or even Creative Fabrica, or just type in free fonts and you will find a plethora of different type of fonts that you can go ahead and you can utilize to your benefit, to your needs, you know. So definitely check that out and upload some fonts in here if you would like. On this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take whatever font that you like and turn it into a transparent element so that you can embed photo images into. Okay, so once you clicked your shape, you stretched it out, you got it on here right, you're then going to click that shape. You're going to go here to the color area, and we're going to change it black. Okay, we want it to be black. Then once we've done that, we're going to go over to our text area, and we're going to hit add a text box. Okay, so when you add your text box, you're going to bring your text up into it. Of course, it's going to be black. So the first thing you want to do after you add the text to your shape, you want to click onto the text area and you want to change it white. It is important that it is white. Okay, you're going to go ahead and highlight it. Oh, come on. I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to type in exactly the word I want to use for this particular tutorial. I'm also going to downsize this more because I want this all to fit in one easy space here, okay? A little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a lot more bigger. Let me also take this over some more and stretch it out some more and stretch it out some more. I probably shouldn't stretch it too much. Hold on, because I still haven't picked my font yet. So let me pick the font that I would like. I am going to use, I'm going to use this font right here. So now I'm going to bring it in some more. Move you over. And I want to fill up this this shape as much as possible, not letting my font hang over too much, but as much as I can, I do want to definitely fill it up. Now, you're also going to want to take in the shape that you have. You want to try to get as much of it as you can downsize, as close into this as possible. So what I would recommend is go to your positions. If your text is on top of it too much, click on the actual shape, so that you can go ahead and bring it up to size as much, because you're not going to want all this extra space hanging off of it, and I'm going to show you why as soon as we're all the way done. So I want to get it as much compacted into this as possible, and I think that's pretty good. I don't want to overdo it, but I want to make sure it's good enough. Boom. Once you got your text in there, and please make sure your spelling is right, because once we go past this step, if it's not spelled right, you're going to have to go back and redo it again. But once you got your text on there, once you got your shape on there, you've made it to the size that you need for your text, and then once you have your font on there that you want to utilize, and you make sure that it's white, and you turned your shape black, now you're going to go over to your share area over here, and you're going to take and hit download. You're going to leave it a PNG, and you're not going to make anything about this transparent whatsoever, and you're not going to compress the file whatsoever. You're not going to do any of that to it, okay? But what you are going to do is go down to your pages and make sure you download only the current page in which you are working on, okay? So make sure you download it, and then save it, and then save it in your download areas, and then bring this same image back into Canva, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Now, once it's uploaded, like I said, back into Canva, you're going to open up a new space. Then you're going to click on that image. And as you see it here, it's a whole new picture, right? So it's a whole new picture fitting in this space. What you're going to do from here is you're going to make sure you're still clicked in that image, and you're going to go to Edit Photo. In your Edit Photo area, you're going to go ahead and use your background remover, all right? And you're going to remove that background for it. Then you're going to take, there we go. And you're going to want to make sure you size this down nice and good, right back to where your lines were set up to your box, okay? Bada bing, bada boom. Once that's done, you're then going to come over to your elements, and you're going to go ahead and pick a picture image that you want to put in there. So you might want to do hearts or flowers or anything like that, but what you'll do is you'll go to the photo area, and that's what you're most likely going to select. You can select any of the other elements, but it really works best with the photo element space. Me personally, I already have one that I had used previously, and I'm going to use it for this tutorial. So I'm going to click it, and I am going to go ahead and shape it across this image. Then I'm going to go to my positions. I'm going to pull this behind the word. And as you see, because I took the background out, it's now into the actual image, right? And that looks so awesome already. I'm going to bring this down because I want it to fit in here and good. Oops, there we go. I want to make sure it fits into there really good. As you see, we made that font transparent, and I was able to embed an image in the back. But you might be saying, but coach, I really don't want the black background though too, or do I? Now you may or may not want the black background depending on what you're going to be using it on. You might want it to be black because you might be using another piece to it that's going to have a black background, because this background area is not going to go away. This is going to be on it. Unfortunately, that is going to be there. But if you're also like, well, I just want it to be white, you could definitely do that. Let me show you how. So you're going to click back on this image again, okay? Then you're going to go to Edit Photo. And while you're in Edit Photo, you're going to go over to the Duo Tone. You're going to click on Duo Tone, and what you're going to do is you can use any of these, but I really just use this top one because it's all I need. I'm going to go into this part right here where it has the highlights and the shadow, because I'm going to change both the highlight and the shadow into completely white. And you want to make sure it's completely white once it says FFF. There we go. Once it says FFFFF, you know it's completely white. All right? You do that with the highlights, and you're going to go ahead and make sure you do that with the shadows. Make sure it says FFF all the way through. And as you see over here, it took away that the color of the background. And again, if you decide that you're going to use this image on other things, and you want to go ahead and pick a color that's going to match what's on there, you can go back and do the exact same thing in Duo. Okay, you can go and you can click on one of these other images and you can add different colors in it. You can literally go in here and pick what other background color you want for that, etc., etc. You can definitely do that if you're going to be using it on something else that will have the similar color to it. All right, but for me, I want it to stay completely white. Okay, because that's what I want for this particular tutorial. So everything's going to be white. Boom, it's white there. But here's the thing: they're not fully together yet. Now you can leave it just like this. You can leave it like this, and then take and go to your share, go to your download, and do the same thing. PNG, no transparent background, no transparent background at all. And then you can go ahead and pick the right space that you're using, and you can download it, and it'll work just fine, just like that. But you'll still have that this white bordering in the back, okay? Or you can leave it as it is, and you can just highlight it, which will group it together, and you can move it down just as it is, okay? And then you can just add whatever image if you want, if you're okay with the background part about it. So let me show you. Look, I already messed up. There we go. Okay, I want to make sure it's not too much. I already have an image that I would use, so I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and throw these beautiful images of these beautiful women, these beautiful goddesses, right above this. And that's if I'm going to use it. I probably wouldn't necessarily actually use this image because this is more colorful and this is more subtle and sensually beautiful. The colors are different. The tone is totally different. You know what I mean? It's a more cream color tone, so I probably wouldn't necessarily use that with this. But if you wanted to, bada bing, bada boom, there you go. You're good to go. But there is something else you can do. Once you do this, you can actually take and grip all of this together. See that? See how I got that grouped? I'm going to group it just like this, right? Now I'm going to take it over to the share. I'm going to hit download. And I actually am going to say that I want it to be a transparent background. Then I'm going to go and make sure I'm on the current page. Click on it. And I'm going to go through the steps of downloading it. And then I'm going to bring it back to Canva so I can see if I can get rid of all of that background area so that it's just one picture. So let me just do transparent letter background. I didn't spell background right. That's fine. That's cool. It's just this is all a tester. Make sure I remind myself it's a tester because I will ask myself, why do I have this here later? I'm going to open up a different tab, and then I'm going to come here and I'm going to get it. I'm going to drop it on here. And as you see, it's white and it'll fit the white of this, but again, if I go to color this image, it's going to show me that. So I don't want that. There is a step that can be done. What did I do last time? Give me 2 seconds here. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so I was trying to remember and to follow a quick step here on how I did it before, and I remembered in the middle of doing it. It's because I didn't do that like that with this. It is a way to do it, and it's how I did this image right here to make it transparent. Or better yet, let me show you. It's how I did this image right here to make the background transparent. Let me show you. Of this alphabet. Oh no, that's way too pink, right? So that you can see that in the back. Here, let me make it even more relevant for you. Let me go back to this. Let me turn that back white really quick. And I'm going to have to show you the steps in a different video, but it is how I made this actually transparent so that I can utilize it the way I want. So I can sort of kind of utilize it the way I want. It's still a little tricky. I'm learning the step on how to do it, but it was definitely me doing it with this right here. As you see, it's transparent. I'm still working on it to make sure it's completely right the way I did it one of the first times, and then I accidentally delete it. Y'all know I'm good for deleting stuff. But I will have that video for you guys to show you how. But when it comes to what we just did here, those are the steps that I just showed you to follow to go ahead and get this transparent, but you will have that background to the word, okay? So let me show you guys again. You will have that transparent background or that white background in this word regardless. It's still going to be there. Now, can you do things so that it's not stuck like that? Heck yeah, you surely can. Remember, you can. Let me ungroup this. If I ungroup this and I click on the image, I can still go to edit photo. I can still go down to my duo area, and I can make it match as much as possible this image, right? You can go in here and you can play with it. I might have to do the second one. It might be the second one. That might be the, yeah. It's more the second one. You can still come here and play with this to get this as close as possible. And if you're not sure what that top color is, just go here. It'll tell you where it is right here. You can copy it. Go to the next one. Take it. Paste it. It's not so much. That's still lighter, way lighter. Maybe it's because it's white. So let me see. I'm going to play with this a little bit. And go back to it, you guys. And we would have to play with this up to the max to get it to fit in there. Because it's almost close. It's almost close. But still not quite it. But you can go in there and you can play with it to get it as close as possible to the rest of the image, rest of the picture as you want. But that's pretty doggone close. So that's one of the ways you could do it, because again, you can always change the color background to your font image, all right? But that is how you make it transparent. That is how you put the background to it. And that is how you get creative with your fonts that you have in Canva, that you either uploaded or that Canva offers you directly. So go ahead and play with it, and later on, show me what you're working with, fam. I like to see what you created. All right, y'all. That's the end of this. I'm about to just post this in the group as it is. All right, bye.